What up, y'all? If you can't tell by my get up and all this gear on my head, I am about to go walleye fishing. It's late November, it's almost December, but it is super warm tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's like 6:30 p.m. and it's still over 50 degrees, which is pretty crazy. We had overcast all day. It was windy most of the day, and I just realized when I got out of work that the wind has almost completely died down, so I'm not really excited about that. But we still have some overcast. I can tell the moon is out, but it's kind of hidden behind the clouds. So that's a good sign. And this guy is waiting for me to go, so I'm gonna go. But yeah, no wind, stinks. Overcast should help a little bit. Gonna give it a shot here quick after work before I head home and see if I can get a couple walleye for you guys. So stay tuned. There's one. Got one, guys. First cast. That was sick. Look at that, you guys. First cast. First cast. Sick. First cast, you guys. Nice one. Smoked it. Look at that. I think she wanted it. Alright. Nice little walleye. Alright, you guys, first cast from shore here. Had a feeling they'd be here tonight. About a 16, 17 incher. Oh, she's struggling. There she goes. She's struggling. There she goes. Got one, you guys. Got one. Nice. Yes. There we go. Awesome. Just lost one of you guys and just caught another one. Put on the bigger bait. Look at that. He just smoked it. Awesome. Look at that. He's got 2 hooks in him. Dude, you are not getting off, homie. Let's get one pinned. You smoked it, dude. You absolutely smoked it. Let me get that one out. There we go. There we go. Nice Walter, you guys. Alright, you guys. Third cast, second walleye. So we're getting into him here. It's a nice one. He's probably only about 15, maybe 16, but he's still pretty. He absolutely smoked my jerkbait, my big jerkbait. Alright, you guys, I just decided to switch colors. I caught one, lost one, caught another one, and then nothing for a while now. So I'm going to try a different color. There we go. There we go. Got him. Yes. Got that one. Feels a little better. Yes. Come on, baby. Yeah, this one definitely feels a little better. Yep, this one's definitely better. This one's definitely better. Oh yeah. Look at that, you guys. Freaking toad. Look at that, you guys. Heck yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, look at the belly. See that, you guys? T-boned it. And I switched colors. You guys just heard me say I hadn't got a bite in a while, so I switched colors. Beautiful fish. I'm gonna measure this one. He's over 20. Just a tank and crushed it. So, I don't know how well you can see this color, you guys, but it's hot pink. So why did I go to hot pink? Because it's super calm and the water is crystal clear. Whenever I have clear conditions during the day and it's sunny, hot pink is a very good color to use. So I figured, you know what, it's super clear conditions right now, and walleye are night feeders anyways. I figure why not go pink. And this is the biggest fish of the night by far. Just absolutely crushed my bait. It's got 2 hooks in. Alright, let's get it unpinned. Yes. Look at that. I think she wanted it. I didn't, I switched. All right, you guys, fat walleye, just a beautiful fish. Gonna let her go here. Make sure she's good. Look at that thing, just a chunker. Let's go, sweetheart. No, she's kind of struggling, but oh, there she goes. There she goes. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Dude, you got one? Are you still? Dude, that is awesome. I'm putting that in the video. Am I filming right now? Is it flashing red? Dude, look at this. Hank's over here, you guys, in his work clothes. He's even got his name tag. I can see it. That's how we do it. Hey, when they're biting, when they're biting, you gotta come, you know? Hank came down here to take a picture for me, and about 5 minutes later, he caught a walleye. That, my friends, is how you do it. All right, see you, man. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks again. Woo! And that, you guys, is why you need to be versatile. I just got done saying in one of my previous episodes here this fall, walleye fishing, that you need to be versatile, you need to be willing to change it up, always be thinking outside the box. I talked about color changes, bait changes, speed changes, all that good stuff, and tonight is a perfect example, yet another example as to why you need to be versatile and always thinking about different options when you're not getting fish to bite. So tonight was actually slow. It was a very slow bite. I only caught 3 walleye in about an hour. Hank came over, as you saw, which was cool, last minute, and he caught a fish in like 5 minutes. He's the walleye guru for a reason. So altogether, landed 4 fish in about an hour, but definitely slow. Only had about 5 bites, I think. But the reason why I'm so excited is because I caught 3 walleye tonight on 3 different baits. So when I first got there, I was using my 3-inch Husky jerk, okay, which has been a phenomenal bait. It's been awesome this fall for me. It's caught me the majority of my fish the last month or so. But I started off with that bait, and I caught one on my first cast, and then my second cast, I lost one right away, and unfortunately that fish had some really good weight to it. That felt like a really nice fish. I was really disappointed when it got off. And then I threw back again. So my first 2 casts, I had 2 bites. I threw back again, and I knew there was walleye around me because I shined real quick and I saw like 3 or 4. So I threw back, and I didn't get a bite on my 3rd cast. And for some reason, I immediately thought, you know what, switch it up. Switch it up right now. Which may sound crazy to some of you guys because I just had 2 bites in a row. 2 out of 3 casts isn't bad. But I had a feeling that, number one, the big fish that got off, that fish, if it was still there, it wasn't going to bite the same bait twice. And also I thought, man, if I hook 2 on this bait, the other fish might be a little spooked. They might be onto me. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, you fish enough, you begin to realize that sometimes fish can be really goofy. They can get these weird patterns. And especially when fish are schooled up, you hook 2 or 3 in the school, a lot of times it shuts the other fish down. So at least for a little while, for like 10 to 20 minutes. So I just had a feeling, I'm like, you know what? I just hooked 2 fish right away off the bat on this bait, switch it up, put on something a little different. So I took out my bigger husky jerk, my 5-incher, which I showed you guys in my last video, and I put it out, I put it on, I threw it out, and on my first cast with the bigger husky jerk, I caught a fish immediately. So in my first 4 casts, out of 4 casts, I hooked 3 walleye. And the first 2 were on my smaller husky jerk, and then the second fish that I landed and I caught, the 3rd bite, that was on my bigger husky jerk. So I started the night off with 3 bites on 2 different baits. Well, getting 3 bites in my first 4 casts, I was super pumped. I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna be another great night. It's gonna be hot, they're gonna be on fire. But to my surprise, I proceeded to not get a single bite for like 20 minutes. And I was getting pretty frustrated. I knew the walleye were there. I had shined, I saw about 6 or 7 of them, and I knew I hadn't hooked all of them. So I was kind of like, man, what's going on? They're not biting, they're not biting. Well, when I started this video, I told you guys it was really calm and there was no wind and there was no rain tonight, obviously. So I was sitting there racking my brain trying to think, okay, they're not biting. What do I got to do to trigger a strike? And immediately I started thinking about how clear it was outside and how clear the water was. The water is crystal clear this time of year. And so right away I thought, clear night, clear waters, hot pink. Yes, that's exactly what I thought was hot pink. And some of you might be like, dude, what? Hot pink at night? The reason why I came to that conclusion was because when I'm fishing during the day, and this is pretty much all year round, doesn't matter what time of year it is, but whenever I'm fishing during the day and I have completely clear skies, high pressure conditions, which happens to me all the stinking time. I don't know why, it drives me insane, especially when I'm musky fishing. But anyways, I have been unfortunate in that I have fished in clear conditions. I don't know how many times, I've lost count. But what I found over the years is that one great color, one great pattern for whatever reason to throw when you have clear conditions and clear skies, when it's super sunny out, is hot pink. I've done really well, especially with largemouth bass. I always move bass when it's clear skies, high pressure, and you can't find a bass to save your life. Put on hot pink, I'm telling you, I have caught not just fish in general, but I've caught some really nice bigger bass. Sometimes I can only get 1 or 2 bites on a clear sky day. When I do bass fishing, it's usually a really good one. So I'm sitting here thinking, I haven't had a bite in 20 minutes. They're shut down, the water's clear, it's a clear night, the moon's out now, the overcast, the clouds had left. And like I said, most of all, the water was crystal clear. I mean, it was like drinking water. I could have drank it. So I thought, you know what, dude? I'm gonna go hot pink. And sure enough, I put on hot pink and I left my light on just to see if the fish would respond to it at all, which I know I said don't leave your light on, and I'm telling you, don't do it. The fish usually don't bite in the light. But I just wanted to see if they were moving at all or if they were completely shut down. And sure enough, my first cast with the pink bait, I threw it out. I had my head pointed off in the opposite direction, so my light was just in the peripheral, was barely shining on this walleye I had spotted. And sure enough, it started following my hot pink X-Wrap as I was twitching it. So I thought, okay, they might bite this. So I turned off my light. It took maybe about 5 or 10 casts, give or take. And then all of a sudden I got completely smoked by the last walleye I caught, which you guys saw was a really nice one. It was a super fat, just beautiful fall walleye. And it completely destroyed my hot pink X-Wrap. You saw in the video, you saw the pictures. I mean, it just crushed it. So I was really excited because it was the biggest fish of the night, definitely the heaviest one I've caught here recently. But it hit hard, it fought hard. I was just super excited because I had a hunch, I had a thought come to mind. I thought Clearwater, hot pink, put it on, and it didn't take but 10 or so casts. And boom, caught a really nice walleye, the best fish of the night. So again, you guys, just another reminder, be versatile. Don't be afraid to try different things. Think outside the box. You know, the truth is you'll never know till you try. And if the fish aren't biting anyways, or if you're not having any action, or if you're not moving them, you really don't have anything to lose. And I'm telling you right now, you will learn so much more. Your fishing skill set and your fishing arsenal will increase the most when you're experimenting and trying new things and trying different things. It doesn't always work out. It doesn't always pan out. Sometimes you get nothing, you get squat. But a lot of the time, like I said, if the action's slow, try something different, try something you normally probably wouldn't do, a different color, a different bait, whatever. You might be surprised in a good way as to the response you get from fish when you start trying really different presentations, when you start using things that you typically wouldn't use. So, not saying to abandon your approaches, don't abandon all your presentations, don't abandon your confidence baits. You know, if you got lures, whatever species you're fishing for, they just flat out work all the time. You know, stick with them. You know, stick with what works, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, if you hit a slump, if you get on a slow bite, if you just can't seem to find fish or trigger fish, I'm telling you guys, get crazy, get creative, try new things, and you'll get some results. And actually, the best part about it is you're gonna grow, you're gonna improve your skill set, you're gonna give yourself more chances to catch fish, no matter the conditions, no matter the time of year, no matter the weather. You know, it really is advantageous to be versatile, you guys. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, and like always, you guys, just keep casting.